last night. They go into the All-Star break with a 116-105 loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Mikal Bridges turned into Kevin Durant.
Why do the Heat always seem to play that 40-point guy?
I don't know.
It's amazing.
Career high guy.
Career high guy.
Not that Mikal Bridges isn't a good player, but he's not that.
Well, and it's weird. I always wonder about this. We always say this in sports. If that guy didn't play with the star,
what would he be?
He would be
maybe.
And it happens in football a lot with, you ready? The other receiver.
Yes.
Okay. Because if you remember, Michael Irvin played with a receiver, Alvin Harper. And everybody's like, Alvin Harper, woo, he'd be a stud if he was by himself. He went to Tampa. Not so much. We've had situations, especially with maybe running backs, who playing behind somebody, or especially wide receivers, like that other guy who has 60 catches, but he has like a 15 or 16-yard average. And you go, let's make him a number one. Somebody goes and pays him a bunch of money. But this case, he's done some of these things with Phoenix.
Not like this.
Not like this. No, not like this. But keep in mind, he's playing with other guys, and wasn't he coming off the bench?
No.
He wasn't coming. At some point, he was coming off the bench.
He was their wing guy.
Right.
He was their defense first kind of guy, but he always would pour in some points. He's a good player.
Right. Not that.
He matched Kevin Durant's career high with the Nets yesterday.
Jeez.
So, he knew. And then, let's just go to the old faithful when you want to determine a Heat game they lost. The 3-point battle.
Oh, I saw dunks.
The Nets.
I watched a little bit of dunks because, we brought my son a cake for his birthday. So, we were at a bar. So I was kind of trying to, give a little looky-loo.
Yeah.
And every time I looked up, Dunks had the ball, took a shot, and I'm like, woof.
He had, this was his line yesterday. Oof. 23 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 7 from 3, 2 of 7 field goals, all 3-point shot attempts. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 4 fouls.
Woo! I did look up and it said Dunks 3 fouls. I'm like, we just started.
Doesn't matter. He had at one point he got a foul and then he started eating his jersey. I'm like, that's not gonna prevent anything.
Picked up right where he left off.
Pretty much. But the Heat got outshot from 3 yesterday. The Nets hit 17 of 39. The Heat were 8 of 28.
This I can't.
You can't
explain it.
And I think it was like 7-1 in 3-pointers in the fourth quarter.
And the crazy thing about it is that even with all that, they're still kind of close.
Oh well, yeah.
So you think about if you
this was a blowout in terms of Heat land,
right? If you just have an average 3-point night, average 35-40%,
yeah,
you win.
Yep.
It's unbelievable how they can withstand these onslaughts of 3-point shooting with other teams and still be in the game. I don't know what what do they do? What do they do? Like, I don't know, we talked to Amy, she said they got to keep shooting.
I mean, yeah, what else do you do?
Right. But that's been my whole thing. But and you can't even say, well, find other ways to score because they are, but 2s aren't better than 3s.
Panthers are back in action tonight. They skate with the Washington Capitals. 7:00 puck drop from DC. Big one for the Cats. They got to take on a team right in front of them. That was another thing with yesterday. That was actually kind of a big loss to the Heat because you lose the season tiebreaker to Brooklyn, who is now 10 games over. You're now 5 games over. And everybody just assumes Brooklyn's going to fall off.
Yeah.
But it's, you got some ground to make up, and now you have to finish ahead of them. And you're out of and the Knicks jumped you last night too. So, it was a bad loss. Jimmy probably had his worst game of the season last night. He was like an Aruba. It felt like he was. I mean,
1, 2, 3 Cancun.
Jimmy felt very 1, 2, 3 Cancun last night. And I'm not a guy who calls out Jimmy Butler a lot because I get it. He's not the guy who likes to take 25 shots. But yeah, I mean, Mikal Bridges was beating him up, blowing past Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is one of the best defenders in the league, and he was just like, I don't know, just didn't feel that engagement from him.
Right.
And I know he's being asked a lot because you look at that bench and it's a joke.
Mhm.
But, you know, what can he do? Yesterday exposed basically all the Heat's worst flaws. Roster construction, no three-pointers, no
depth.
backup big for Bam. You know,
Yep.
it's it was tough. And you know, they go into this break, and we'll get into some of the Heat fodder because there are a lot of rumors out there today about the buyout market. And what?
Dude, look,
I think I got one that's going to intrigue you.
I'm all for it.
Ooh, that means he's tall.
I'm all for it. Right. But you think you're going to improve this team substantially by shopping at Five Below?
I don't know. Five Below is a good reference.
Right.
Five Below sucks.
Right.
Hate that place, dude.
Right,
I mean, my
right.
kids love Five Below. I'm like, this is all crap. You're all
right. Let's go get a bag of
You're all getting
spiders.
duped by dollar store
Hey.
Macy's.
Yep.
Let's go get a bag of spiders for $3.99.
Yeah,
Right. Like,
Five Below is terrible.
but I'm just saying, like, what could possibly intrigue me
Mhm.
about the market that's out there now when you see what the Nets did, what Phoenix did, what the Mavericks did, right? Like, what?
Rumor has it.
Dude, be careful, because right now I am not feeling it. And I can tell by the smirk on your face that what
You
you're
don't know,
about to
do
say,
you?
no, what you're about to say is going to piss me off.
The Heat are reportedly the front runners to sign after he gets a buyout from Cleveland. Kevin Love.
Oh no!
Let's get another three-point shooter who doesn't play defense.
But he can shoot.
Can he?
He can shoot.
He can't shoot well enough to be on his own damn team.
Well, you know, they've kind of moved past the Kevin Love era, you know?
Kevin Love, the only guy who actually stayed
Yeah.
and didn't demand a trade.
That's right.
They got rid of him.
They paid him a lot of money.
Here, this is a perfect example of why loyalty doesn't matter. Okay? Like, we all want players to be loyal. We all want players to stick it out. We all want players to re-sign with the team.
Mhm.
Okay? But guess what? Kevin Love is an example of why you just keep that dude and let him ride it out, because he stuck with you regardless, thick or thin, whatever.
He had a
Correct?
good role last year. He was their sixth man essentially. Like,
But still, is this not the epitome of a guy who I'm gonna tough it out?
I mean, like, hold on. I mean, it's not like he was happy the entire time he's been there since LeBron left.
But
He was injured a lot,
okay.
and there were times that he did want out. He stuck around. Yet last year they had him come off the bench. He was really good. He shot like 40% from three last year. This year he injured his thumb. He's not shooting quite as good, but he also doesn't play very much.
All right.
No, he can roll out of bed and give you rebounds. Dude's always been a rebounder.
Right.
Doesn't play defense.
No, yeah. Okay.
But perfect fit next to Bam. Doesn't take your fancy?
I like Kevin Love. I really do. I like, how he's.
I had to do some real self-sanctioning today.
You agree with me?
I had to go back in the archives on Twitter because I was roasting this guy,
you?
dude.
Wait,
Oh, I had an
You
all-time.
deleted them? You deleted them, I'm
Of
assuming?
course, yeah. What if we had him on the
Wait.
show?
Damn it.
wait. So you agree with me?
Well, I mean, like, I'm up for any. Listen, dude, I'm talking myself into Russell Westbrook. I'm up for anything point.
Exactly.
Dude, can I just tell you? And this has nothing to do with Russell Westbrook. I like the dude. I love players that play hard and will give you everything that they have on every night. But he is the epitome of what the Heat don't want. And that is a basketball player that doesn't play with what's the word I'm looking for? Efficiency.
Mhm.
He's not very efficient.
He's the least efficient.
That would blow up everything that the Heat believe in over however many years they've been doing it.
Most years I would agree with you. The only thing I would say is this is
Don't try to make it. Don't try to.
No, I think it's a fair thing to say. Like, this is an offense that's already without efficiency or proficiency. Like, I would agree with you if things were rolling and you're like, hey, let's see what throwing the Russell Westbrook Molotov cocktail does for us. With this one, it's like it already feels incinerated. It feels burnt to the ground. Why don't we see if we can stoke some flames a little bit?
The reason why this team isn't efficient is because they're not making their open shots. It's not because
it certainly hurts.
It's not because they're not efficient as far as getting good looks or taking bad shots. And so, like, wow.
I just put out 1 point. Ha! Look at the sourpuss on at Kevin Love's face.
Oh God. Well, here's the thing. I'm depressed now. 10-15.
Why are you depressed?
Because the two choices to make the Miami Heat better
You could have them both.
are Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook.
UCLA reunion coming here.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Played together.
Nice.
Isn't
Chemistry?
Isn't Kevin Love the nephew of one of the Eagles?
Eagles? Is he also a Kelsey brother?
No.
Oh, you mean the Eagles, the band?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think so.
Stan Love.
Well, listen, we got to take it to the limit.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Stan Love.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. No.
Oh, no. Mike Love. Stan Love, Mike Love, Kevin Love, all brothers. Mike Love is a Beach Boys member,
Beach
not.
Boy.
Oh.
Beach Boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's not.
At one point,
it's not feeling better for me.
When LeBron tweeted out, can't replace being around great friends to reciprocate the same energy back in all facets of your life. I commented on that and said, man, he hates you guys, and added Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. What?
Here, wax attacks. I'll take what I could get at this point.
Pretty much. A little spice, a little sweetener.
Dude, I feel like
sweetener.
I feel like
he also loves band.
Everybody else went to Macy's,
mm-hmm.
and we went to JCPenney.
We're at the thrift store. We are at the thrift store right now. But maybe you find a gem. You ever?
I'm gonna.
No.
Hey, those are my favorite letters.
No way, dude.
You're making things up.
Do you think
now.
it's
Stop.
access? Do you think he's like,
I don't know.
Like one of those cool?
I got access to my heart.
Why do I even try? Why do I even?
No, he's got that one song now. It's like a country on. That's how the song goes. Country on and on and on.
Okay, I'm going to his catalog.
That's exactly how it sounds.
Very
Dude. That is
clear.
how it sounds.
I'm gonna have to come back with some Luke Bryan. Apparently,
you can come back from the Luke Bryan, but I'm doing it for you right now, so it
Okay.
kind of seems redundant because I'm giving you exactly how he sounds. It's just country on and on and
Oh
on.
my God, it is country on.
wow.
Told you.
What are the lyrics?
Stop.
-1 for doubt.
Okay, well I don't know.
-1.
The
Hey,
lyrics.
phone boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, farm boy.
It seemed like Jimmy Butler would rather be at a Luke Bryan concert last night than he did wanting to be in that game
I
yesterday.
think mentally he was at the Luke Bryan.
He
concert.
felt like he was mentally at the Luke Bryan concert. It was like, wow. All right.
Yeah.
I guess we have we are ready for this all-star break, Jimmy. We are ready to go.
Well, you can only do so much when
What?
What are you chewing?
Nothing.
You're eating munchies.
You know it. Why'd you ask?
Segment 2.
Dude, it was a long trip.
It's like you went on a voyage.
I
Came from
left-
Davie.
No, I got accosted.
You got what?
You know, they were asking me questions.
Oh. So there's Kevin Love rumors out there. I do have one of my famous wrong rants. As a Kevin Love was coming down to Miami for a game. I believe this was in 2016, so it was after LeBron left. But this was Kevin Love right before he dropped 40 on the Heat one night.
Is Kevin Love even on the Cavs? Yeah. Like, is he? Yeah. I don't feel like I ever see a Kevin Love highlight. He goes double-double every night. No, like, they're a very covered team. I never see Kevin Love. Here's the only thing I see from Kevin Love. That dumb full court pass. If I see one more time that stupid full court pass, I'm like, oh, nobody does that like Kevin Love. Yeah, I get it. Please don't show me the throwback video of Wes Unseld and then him doing the full court pass. I get it. He's good at that. But anything else, I don't see it. It's weird.
That's what you're gonna hook your horns into?
No, it's strange. Like, you would think you're Kevin Love. You had a max contract, And you were like, all right, great. Kyrie's out. It's K-Love time. Love. Let's go. I never see him on SportsCenter. Is he on the Cavs? It's weird.
Drop 40 that
I
night.
was gonna say. I proceeded to
You
then
know
drop
it's
40.
amazing.
Well, you know what?
He couldn't miss.
You know, it's amazing.
What?
Pick a different player, same back and forth. Like,
But you're
and,
not the
and we
only-
always get torched after you trash a guy.
Really, we keep stocking this team full of people I was really, slandering for years with Kyle Lowry and
Jimmy
Kevin Love.
Butler.
I didn't slander Jimmy Butler. I love Jimmy Butler. I never said Jimmy Butler was a bad player. Never.
I didn't. No. You didn't say Kyle Lowry was a bad player.
Eh, sometimes.
Did call him fat.
Did say he was annoying. I wasn't a Kyle Lowry fan. Now I am. He's my guy. Maybe Kevin Love and I will have the same relationship.
The flip floppy kind.
Yeah, there we go.
How much more time is left in Kevin Love's career, though? Is this like a half season
Oh
rental?
no, he's younger than LeBron.
Yeah, he's 35.
Yeah.
He's 35.
Think about that. He's 2 or 3 years younger than LeBron.
What a standard.
When was the last time he played, though? I don't see
Like,
anything.
you're putting like the most freakish athlete of our time who continues to be great in his 40s
I'm just saying, like,
or pushing 40.
you know, it's amazing.
He was, Kevin Love, honestly, he was OG street clothes. That was truly Kevin Love. Like Kevin Love was OG street clothes. He was hurt all the time.
He was like when the new quarterback stepped out of the back of the end zone.
Mhm.
And
But I tell you one thing,
it let Orlovsky off the hook.
he loves Bam. Loves him. Like they were on Team USA before they kicked him off the team this year or last year for the gold medal game.
Mhm.
And he was like singing Bam's praises like out of nowhere. Yeah, it's kind of seemed like he was trying to flirt to get on the Heat last year.
Oh
It did, dude. It did.
my God.
I'm telling you. Play the video, J Fig. Play Kevin Love, giving love to Bam.
Always feel like on or off the court that everybody's kind of my superior in a way that I can learn from them. And those are two guys with incredible skill sets. I know Bam's coming on here to speak next, but he's somebody that I really admire. He's actually somebody whose jersey that I have in my locker. It's a very select few, but I love how he plays. I love, what he's about, his story, where he's came from, and, just how great he's done in this league in a very short period of time. And then
How about that? Did you hear that?
I heard it.
He was flirting.
I didn't see it.
Well, you heard it.
I've always look. You can say what you want about Kevin Love, but dude was a rebounding machine.
Still,
Still a rebounding machine. And he's not a difficult guy to have on your team. However, is that what the Heat need?
right now they need anything.
Oh, okay. Here we go again.
They're playing Jamari Bouye.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. What?
We're, basement shopping.
Well, yeah, but the trade deadline's over, Leroy. Like that's all they can do.
I know.
Like the
I
damage
know,
is done.
I know.
We've already done we have already done. I've already
the
done.
Nets-
I've already done the rant of the Heat. The Heat screwed up. They did nothing.
The Nets, the Mavs, the Suns are drinking Perrier. And
Don't say that. The Nets.
we're
just,
drinking.
Hold on,
We're drinking
hold on.
7-Eleven water.
The Nets just traded Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. You can't say they're drinking
Yeah,
Perrier.
but they got something.
They
So
got
so what? It might not help right now,
It's like they
but
traded.
they got a bunch of stuff.
They traded like a Rolls Royce and a Bentley for like a Ford,
And
which
and,
is useful.
and
but like
and
it's
and, and the new Bentley next year. So how do you know they're not going to get with all those picks?
oh, Hicks.
Okay.
Come on,
Okay.
who's that working?
You know what? If the Heat had any picks, we could have been in the conversation.
Had to get rid of Whiteside to get Jimmy. You're lashing out.
Get,
You like having Jimmy Butler?
of course.
Had to get rid of Whiteside.
What was
Had to attach first round.
wanted Whiteside?
You don't want to know. And so what did you have to do to get rid of him?
Attack. The Heat are notorious for sending players that they paid out with a pick.
Mhm. But they still got Jimmy. Would you trade Jimmy in a first round pick in Whiteside? You really? You
You
wouldn't
said,
trade?
would I
Would you
trade?
trade Jimmy for Hassan Whiteside?
Oh, for Hassan Whiteside and a first round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, it's just a first round pick.
I mean, that wasn't the exact trade. They traded Jay Rich, but they had to get rid of the salary.
Right.
Albatross.
Okay. But as confident as you are now, you weren't that confident then.
New confident in what?
When Jimmy was being talked about coming to the Heat.
That's not true. Why do you make stuff up?
Does the term
You're at like Leroy. I didn't say that in trade talks. I said that when he was on the Sixers, when he was fighting with Bruce Brown. The Dodgers
Right.
bullet was not him as a player.
No, I'm not saying
Like
that.
he was on his third team in 2 years.
Okay.
But I've never said that I didn't want Jimmy Butler as a player. Don't make things up. I
Okay.
won't allow you to do that.
Okay.
Journalism, dude. Have some respect.
For lying.
Dude. Wait a minute. Who's that? Is that for him or for me?
Leroy.
No, because dude, you say some things.
Mhm.
Like I don't have to go back in my my
just
Twitter
getting
account
all-
and delete stuff.
I mean, that's true. I'm just being honest. I'm honest, Tobes. You know, that's
You're
what
not
I'm-
honest, Tobes. You just went and deleted half your Twitter.
I don't want to get down here and he has to see those tweets. It's very rude.
Or like hide your tracks, Tobes.
Right.
I'm telling you all right now, this is a cleansing show today. I'm absolving myself of my Kevin Love sins. This is a
You
self-sanctioned.
can't absolve yourself.
I just did. I played a rant, ripping him. I've brought up my tweets, and so it is forgiven, so it is said. Amen.
It's so it is written, so it is done.
You don't have to say.
Oh, you've never seen the Ten Commandments, have you?
What?